Let's see, is it on? Let's go. Welcome everybody to the live chat.
Yeah, we're gonna start. We're gonna call this like something.
It's already here. It's the Trump and the NFL flag situation. Roundtable discussion.
When like we link up.
Mind of the Virgos.
Because I'm Reds and you Murtaugh. I'm just dark tea.
Shut up.
But I'm the young handsome.
Shut up.
Okay. Getting too old for this shit. But I'll be over here like, thinking about this shit. Like, yeah, like if you older or you like disabled or something, you got something like that, but you just a grown ass person just sitting on there.
Search and rescue efforts continue tonight.
Like, I think motherfucking.
So what about natural disasters?
Natural disasters? I mean, it depends on how natural of a disaster it is. Because if you go somewhere like Mexico, they get these massive earthquakes every couple of years. I expect you to be prepared for one. Okay? Like, I just expect, if you live in fucking New Orleans, I expect you to, or if you live in like the Gulf, around the Gulf, I expect you to be prepared for a fucking...
It's only so much somebody can be prepared for. You know, healthcare could be hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You can at least get some fucking insurance, though.
Okay, but some people can't afford to pay the insurance out of their paycheck and still pay their bills. You know, it's hard to
live above their means, though.
Okay, some people don't. So you can't always just overgeneralize everything.
It's always gonna be somebody.
If they pay their taxes,
who don't fall into the mold.
Plus, it's always more people that need it than it is that people can afford. But some people have way more than they need. So that's why taxes based off of income or whatever, so that some people can pay a little more to help those unfortunate. This is America, the most wealthiest country in the world. If places like Canada and other countries like that, even England, can afford to take care of their people, why do we don't give a damn about our people? But everybody want to talk about the flag and how much this country is great and want to stand for the flag. But then people, on the other hand, don't give a damn if people die from health care. That don't make any sense.
I guess people really could, though, like, get a green card and go to Canada and Europe then. Like, man, you got women out here
being ridiculous,
having multiple babies and shit. Babies on top of babies. And they want the working man to pay for that shit. Why?
Everybody ain't.
And then some people will say, it ain't the kid's fault. The kid got to eat. No.
That's a totally different situation.
It's not.
It is, because that's not long-term health care. Having a child is something that someone will go through and then that's it.
But I'm saying,
we're talking about long-term health care with disability. Okay, so now the baby deserve to die?
Because of the fault of the parents? You ain't never heard the sins of my father? The sins of the father? That shit carry on. Okay? You know who got it the right way? Europe. In Europe, you get a little time limit to be on fucking public assistance. You gotta have a reason.
Okay, that's a reason.
No. You gotta have a fucking reason.
And actually, they have it better than that, what you saying.
Like
you should see the Sicko by Michael Moore.
Like, I'm finna go to school, I'm finna do some shit. Like the lady who wrote Harry Potter.
They actually send people to help with their child if they had a pregnancy. They actually give people time off and allow people to recover and go to work and stuff. Whereas here, you get a week or so for time off.
No, you get 6 weeks. It's the law.
Yeah, well, you don't get paid for it.
Yeah, you do. You get FMLA, and some jobs even give it to the man. Yeah, you get FMLA.
A lot of jobs don't offer that. I know what they say is the law or whatever.
Whose fault is that you work at that job?
It's not that simple.
Huh?
Because you could say, oh, it's the person's fault, and you sound like a Republican when you try to blame it on the person. But who is the one that underfunds school systems in certain areas? Who's the one that has an agenda arresting certain minorities versus others? It shows that blacks and whites use marijuana equally as much, but one is arrested 5 to 10 times more than the other.
Well, you know how you avoid that shit? Just don't smoke marijuana.
Okay, well, it's also a lack of education. So if you have a lack of education and underfunding, one school has wood shop, automotive, all different kinds of trades, as well as other opportunities to expand someone's mind to think, hey, it is something out here I can do other than go to college or whatever. They learn a trade. Whereas one, it ain't nothing there but the regular school. Teachers are underpaid, so they barely give a damn about what they teaching you.
When the last time your ass been to a school, man? Mostly all schools got a.
I go to school because I got a kid in school, and also I'm looking at high schools because my kid's about to go to high school. Every school is not the same. Some schools in different townships are different.
Uncaring.
You are.
I know that.
And you don't understand. That's what they need to say. You just don't get it.
I don't want to get it.
Well, you should get it, because what if that affect one of your kids? What if it affect your grandkids? And then the same person saying, well, who gives a damn about them? They need their fault. It's the granddaddy fault.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But it's only so much one person can do. You can't always blame it on everybody, especially when there's a system in place. It ain't always about one person. I will say this. One person does brunt the blame for some things. I'm not saying it's not a person's fault or their responsibility, but I'm also saying that it's other powers that be in place to purposely make sure it's more difficult to succeed than other places.
It is difficult to succeed, but we still live in the best time in this country that there has ever been.
I'm not. That's totally different subject than what we're talking about.
I don't understand.
That's a totally different subject than what we're talking about. And for this to still be the best time, and it's still as bad as it is, what does that say about how many times we've had in this country?
That shows how far we've come,
and how far we still have to go.
That's true, but I'm not going to be empathetic towards people. Like, if you want to have 30 kids and you can't afford to feed them 30 kids.
Okay, how many people have that many kids? You're being ridiculous. Okay. And that's not... Well, having kids and healthcare is not what's the major problem about this. Most states is going to have something for kids. That's not what it's about. It's about long-term healthcare. That's what it's about. Trump ain't talking about how many kids you got. Well, they just need to die, or they don't need health care, or that's your fault for having the kids. So the kids. Okay, but now the kids are here. So now what?
Oh, so now you got to take from the working man? He got to work harder for you?
He ain't working no harder. He working the same as he always been. But and when has anybody had to work an extra hour on their job because somebody said...
a little bit less, even if it's just a... Even if
when has somebody said that?
He got to give up his 50 cents.
He would have to give it up one way or the other, whether it's for roads, construction, school zone, whatever the case.
Roads need to be fixed. School zones.
When has anybody had an itemized checklist of what your taxpaying dollars were spent on? I never had an itemized checklist that shows what my tax dollars were spent on.
My people in my union all talked about retiring, going places like Thailand, Puerto Rico.
That's what people with save money do. That's why my mom don't live in the United States.
But that's because her money.
No, because your money goes further there.
And they can't tax it. They can't tax it in Puerto Rico.
It ain't about Puerto Rico. Just got wiped out.
Give a fuck. They can't tax the money though.
Okay, now you need some help, and now you need the aid. So what they gonna say when you retire and go to Puerto Rico? Well, you didn't pay taxes because we couldn't tax the money, so it's your fault that all the things you own is wiped out. Deal with it. You shouldn't have moved there. Now what?
America's gonna fix Puerto Rico.
No, but what if they don't? Trump still ain't did nothing for him after all this time. Man. He talking more about the NFL than Puerto Rico. So then what about those people that moved there to retire to Puerto Rico?
People already talking about them contracts.
Talk is cheap.
Okay.
Talk is cheap.
Like, government gonna be cutting checks about that shit.
Whatever. Hey, what's up, y'all? Send in some questions to see what y'all want to talk about. Into the mind of the Virgos. Got one that's reasonable and one that's very unreasonable. This dude, a top jersey seller, because he decided to go and stand for the national anthem and break stride with his team because he was in the armed forces.
I was about to say, in all fairness, though, he was an Army fucking Ranger.
But this ain't about the Army. Since when has anybody said the national anthem is for the military? I never in my life said or heard anybody say this is the military song.
You gotta admit, if you're an Army Ranger, you probably a tad bit more patriotic than the average person.
Maybe, maybe not,
Okay,
because you
then.
may have seen a lot of BS that's happened. You may have seen some of your friends die for a BS war or whatever the case. You may have been in situations like Benghazi where you needed help and you was left stranded. It may have been other situations that you may have been in that you may not. You may see a different side of the country and what we see about that flag than other people. So you can say you may be patriotic or you may not. What about Pat Tillman, who was killed by friendly fire? You think his people and everybody feels the same? I mean, you never know. People have different views on life. And it don't matter about fault. That's the thing. You like to place fault as a reason why. It's not about fault. It happened.
It was an accident. Accidents happen all the time.
But that don't mean that they lied about it, first of all. Whose fault is they lying about it?
Government lie about a lot of shit.
Okay, so since the government lies about a lot of stuff, we should still support them blindly and stand up for the flag. Thing is, the flag represents different things to other people. Just like the national anthem had racist verse in it that they took out. Black people have gone through a different fight in this country than anybody else. Mexicans, they going through the hardest time in their life right now. They weren't slaves. They don't get killed as much as black folks do by police. Yeah, they have a hard time in different things.
Of fucking white people that had a hard time. I'm not gonna say that black people are the only people that had it super hard. They fucking threw Asian people in internment camps
in World War II.
That's right.
But the thing is,
they fucking annexed fucking Texas from Mexico. They went over there and was like, "Yep, we gonna draw this United States line right here and shit," and part of California.
Hey, Ty. Amunet, hey, what's up? How you doing?
And then you got
I see you down there.
And then you got the nerve to be like, y'all sneaking into the country.
How you doing?
Nigga, this they country.
Well, actually, they had to make it with Santa Ana, the agreement. So, yeah, California, Mexico, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, all of that stuff was at one point part of that. Florida was part of Spain.
So everybody done got it bad.
Well, they weren't made slaves and work and have their kids and mothers and everybody tortured and abused. It's totally different
Asian people built the railroad, man.
But they got paid.
Hell no, them niggas wasn't getting paid, man.
They weren't slaves.
They was damn near, they was fucking prisoners.
They was indentured servants.
Okay, but they didn't want to be, they didn't have a fucking choice.
They did.
All right, they didn't have a fucking choice.
Yeah, it was totally different. And black men built railroads too.
Fucking Indians got it. Matter of fact, I think Indians got it worse.
No, they didn't.
Worse than black people.
No, they didn't, because we were supposed to get 40 acres and a mule. We didn't get shit. They got reservations. Some of their reservations have oil on it. I got a video I can put on right now. They are making money. What if back in the day? Wait, let me finish. What if back in the day when we were supposed to over 100 years ago, we had land? And we was able to educate our people and stuff, just like Black Wall Street in Oklahoma. It would be different. You can't say give the people this now. The people are already gone down so far now.
Okay.
It's not the same as saying to do that today.
My rebuttal to that is, how many Indians you ever met?
They got reservations. They own casinos.
How many
they own casinos.
You ever went to school with? How many did you go to school with? How many full-blood Indians you go to school with?
They got reservations. They have their own
all your
schools.
time of working, you ever work with an Indian?
Yes.
You work with a full fucking Indian. A full-fledged, not my mama saying Cherokee, a full-fledged Indian.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
That is the point.
They extinct.
Damn near?
No, that's not. No, that's
not.
No, that's not. Let me put on the video for you, man. They're not extinct. They have their own lands. They have their own communities, and they stick together.
They don't even have to pay
how many people you went to that's a full-blood Chinese in school?
They fucking don't have
that
to
don't mean they're extinct.
Hey, I just finished the job in Purdue. All Purdue is various types of Asians. That's all that's in Lafayette right now.
That's because it's a school and it's a technical school.
You know what I ain't saying?
That's a technical
no fucking
school.
Indians up there.
That doesn't mean anything.
You don't see fucking Indians.
You wrong, man.
Hundreds of years ago, this was all they shit. And now you don't even see them.
That's not because they extinct.
It's damn near like they extinct. Yes, like the fucking buffalo. They almost to the fucking realm of the buffalo.
Dang, I should have saved that one. It's gone.
Like Indians got fucking fucked up. They sold Manhattan for like $35 and some beads.
Okay, I'm not saying that was right.
The niggas fucking smallpox.
I'm not saying that's right.
I'm just saying. So So as a black man, I'm like a lot of people done got it horrible. I would much rather be a
Hey Ty, you what's up? You got any questions?
I would
You
much
wanna
rather
talk?
be a black person than a fucking Indian.
That
We
show-
gotta be confined.
That show you don't have a good understanding of what's happened.
Why? Cause
How many black casinos is it?
cause I
How much reservations and land does black
you know,
people
in certain
own?
places, Indians can't even fucking buy alcohol.
That's because of they laws that they made.
Nigga, them is white people enforce laws.
Black people don't need to buy. Nobody needs to buy alcohol.
Okay.
So
Like,
what? Because they can't buy alcohol, they've been what, deprived of life.
It ain't as simple as that. It's also the fact that they damn near extinct.
They not.
You ain't seen 10 Indians in your whole motherfucking life.
Because they live in their own communities. They not interested in coming to.
You done been around the country, right? You done been to more than like, let's just say 6 states.
I ain't been to
You
where
done
the
been to more than
Indian.
6 states?
I haven't been to where
Have you been to
Indian
more than 6
reservations.
states?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen 5 Indians? Have you seen more than 5 Indians?
I haven't been looking for them to count them.
Have you seen, Javon, did you see any Indians in school?
Man, he a damn kid, man. What does he know?
You know what a
ain't
fucking
seen-
Indian is? You know what an Indian is, son?
We ain't talking about the
Okay.
Quickie Mart.
That's right. You goddamn right. Cause them the only fucking Indians that we see. That's scary that these niggas could have a whole fucking country. And hundreds of years later, you talking about the fucking Quickie Mart. Yeah. So like everybody done got the short end of the fucking stick. I mean, some white people got the short end of the stick, but it ain't the same like people of color, like fucking Indians and fucking black people. Black people built the country, ain't got shit to show for it.
And that's my point exactly. At least Indians have reservations. They have casinos. They have land where they are making money off of oil.
Okay,
It's
that's
a lot
like
of
somebody
different
coming
things.
to your
They were
your house.
actually tried to make reparations.
That's like somebody coming
They
to your
attempted
house,
reparations.
taking your whole house and saying, you know what, you can have half that closet.
It's better than just taking it and saying you got shit.
All the shit is bad. It's better than no.
I'm not saying it's not bad.
That's fucking horrible.
So you trying to say that you're making good the enemy of great.
Talking about
You trying to make it because since they tried to do something, that's not good enough. It's better off to have nothing. It's better off to have no reparations. So you saying having a reservation, casinos, oil, and whatever attempt that they have.
I wonder how much time they gave.
Wait, just listen. See, you can't even focus. So you saying okay? So that's what you worried about is wiener. I know. So look, you saying having your own land, casinos, money, and oil is better than having none of that.
She said
it's worse. Don't park behind nobody garage door.
Where I parked at.
Yeah, that should be obvious.
Man, just because you get like some fucking reservation, like
it's better than nothing, man.
Okay,
Black people have nothing. Black people have nothing. They got nothing.
You know
so you can't say that they
at least we got enough that we can see each other and shit.
They
we can go
leave,
multiple places. And
they
see
can
each
go
other.
where they want.
We not stuck on like little fucking small plots in like Montana.
So you saying
North Dakota.
So you saying because we see each other, that's better than having some type of sustainable.
Yes. That little bit of wealth that they got, I bet you they would much rather have the numbers that black people have.
They do have a lot of numbers.
No, they don't.
They don't. It wasn't it. More black people was here than it was for them because of the wars and stuff that they had. Okay,
I bet you the
they wasn't made. They wasn't made slaves. They wasn't made slaves, but they also got land. They also got casinos. They didn't have to fuck their own mothers and stuff.
They was annihilated, man.
Man, that's
you got tribes.
Our whole culture was annihilated. What is the black culture? What is African American food supposedly?
You got tribes.
Slave food. Slave food.
You got tribes that don't even exist. And
man,
then you gotta go
they
around
still have their own culture.
Fucking, like it's a museum, and you gotta see like statues of people like General Custer and shit.
Yeah, she said come move the car.
Just go move the car, Javon. They would gladly take.
I didn't say they would glad.
You said that they would take
in my mouth.
So if black people got our own country, and we all got like a check, you would be like, "Yep, slavery was worth it."
No, I didn't say it was worth it, but I would say that that sacrifice that happened was somewhat attempted to made good on.
You sound like a fucking crazy person, man. Okay? Because you saying that shit because you ain't never been.
So if somebody hits your car and when they get out they say fuck you and pull off, would you feel better or worse if they hit your car and then said, I'm sorry, it's my fault, I apologize, and then they tried to give your insurance information so it can get fixed? Yeah, your car was still damaged. Yeah, you may still be upset, but they attempted to make good on the accident or the problem that they made.
You're trying to compare.
No, I'm just trying to give you
atrocities through mankind.
No, you don't.
Car accident.
I'm trying to make it simple for a person that don't know how to think in the big picture. You're not seeing the big picture, so I'm making it simple for you to see. Man. So then you would understand that I'm trying to make it.
Don't make shit better, okay? I guarantee you.
So if they just left and they didn't try to fix your car or do nothing for you,
you got extinct tribes that will never come back.
How many African American tribes is extinct?
You right.
All right. So what happened for that? What was the sacrifice for those people on the accident? It's better than them doing a run over my son and keep going. And now we looking for them and we never find them again. So I got to live the rest of my life knowing somebody ran over my son and they just out there partying and having a good time and they never said nothing. That would make me feel better if they at least tried to own up to it. Either way, it's not going to bring my son back. But at least if they tried to own up to it, tried to pay for all the funeral and do whatever they could, instead of doing that, now I'm struggling with the loss of my child, struggling with paying for everything, struggling with the point that this person is out there free, enjoying their life. I would be hurt more. Either way, I'm hurt.
But you hurt more if they ain't got insurance.
No, I'm hurt more if they just pulled off and left and didn't say anything or make any attempt to reconcile the pain that I'm going through. It's not just about insurance. It's about reconciliation. It's about trying to make good on something or a problem or accident someone caused you. Better than just pulling off and acting like it didn't happen or it's not important or just forget you.
Reparations. Colts got their first win, man, with a black quarterback. Did you ever think you would live to see it? Did you ever think you would live to see a black man shaking and baking for the Colts?
No, I didn't really care about the Colts.
I mean, I'm not a Colts fan either, but I'm just saying, like, did you ever think that you would see the day when a black man was leading the field for the Indianapolis Colts?
No, that's a good point, I guess.
That's pretty monumental.
What's going to happen is Andrew Luck is going to come back quick now.
He didn't...
Because...
he done made his move now, though, so he got him a job. Jacoby straight.
But pretty soon, Jacoby gonna be doing so good that Andrew Luck gonna realize he better come back, or they gonna realize, hey, we can trade him and we can keep this dude who's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, they already said that Andrew Luck might come back like this week.
No, he ain't coming back this week, they said, but next week. And a lot of these players that's talking about why they sat down, they only doing it because of Trump talking about them. They're not even doing it for the right reasons. It's more of a...
that's the right reason too, though.
Yeah, but they should have been doing it from the get-go if they was going to do it. Don't just do it because Trump said something about everybody. So now
it's a fraternity, man. Like, you got to stick up for your brother when like all y'all are equally called out. Because everybody don't agree with fucking Kaepernick. Some people like, man, you know what? That shit don't affect me.
Until they get one of their kids pulled over or something.
Unfortunately, Colin wasn't having a season that he could do some shit like that.
That might be
like
true.
James Jones. James Jones can't cause no waves in the league. Fucking LeBron James can cause waves in the league. Fucking Russell Westbrook can cause waves in the league.
Okay, that's totally
Miles
different.
Turner, nah, he can cause a little bit.
That's totally
but not really,
different.
though. He can't cause no monumental shit that's outshining the game at this point.
That's a different old subject than what we was talking about, though.
I'm just saying, though, like...
whether he a good player or not, it doesn't matter. People still are talking about it.
It was easy to blackball him because he wasn't a great player.
Okay. But it doesn't matter. His message is still out there now.
But on the same token,
and it created more.
On the same token,
more of a wave. Cause
I agree with like them owners having the right to blackball Kaepernick because it's a private business. I don't believe anybody should be able to force anybody to fucking hire anybody that they don't want to fucking hire.
That's one point.
Like, you know, if people feel that way about that, like, fucking do like Trump did and fucking create the USFL.
And fail.
Hey, that's what America was built on, fucking failure. Fucking Ford failed.
Actually built on success.
But I'm saying it was built on success on top of failure. Lots of shit fucking failed at first. You gotta keep trying. Like, I don't believe old boy off the Clippers should have been forced to sell his team. That's un-American.
Well, you can't be talking about you own people and this and that. That's like modern day slavery and the racism. Players ain't gonna want to play for you. So it was bad for the brand. If players don't want to sign with you, eventually, the people that was under contract there would have had to stay there. But when it's time for them to renew contract, they wouldn't have wanted to play there. It's going to bring the whole brand down.
As an American, do you feel it's fair to make somebody sell something that's theirs?
This is the thing.
It's a simple question. Do you feel that's fair?
It's not that simple.
It is that
okay,
simple.
Look, that simple question doesn't apply to that. Because they work together. It's 32 teams working as one. So if one owner is bringing down the other 31 to the point where they're losing money, revenue, viewers, then he has to go. Now, if he was a private business standing on his own, then that's different. But because he had to work with other people in order for his business to be successful, the Clippers can't play by themselves.
Do you think it was fair?
Fair is a place where you go to judge pigs. Fair is a place where you go to eat crazy food.
Do you think it was acceptable then?
Yes. Because the other people that he worked with...
So what did you show him?
No, because the other people he worked with didn't want to work with him anymore because he was making them lose money. So would you think it's fair to the other 31 owners to lose hundreds of millions of dollars because of him?
He wasn't penalized, though.
He was penalizing them because we're about to boycott the games.
He sold the team for 3 times what he paid for it.
The other owners would have been penalized if he stayed. You're missing the point. You changed the subjects too much. The point is this.
What happened to him though?
That's not what you're talking about. That's not what you're talking about. You said, is it wrong for him to sell the team? Stick to the subject. It was wrong. It was not wrong for him to sell the team because the other 31 owners he worked with, he was causing them to lose money if he stayed because people were going to boycott the games. Nobody would have wanted to watch.
They wouldn't boycott the game.
Yeah, they would have. Players wouldn't have wanted to sign with him.
They might not have wanted to watch fucking Clipper game.
And Clippers got to play other teams. They don't play by themselves.
Everybody else though.
But Clippers don't play by themselves. They play other teams. So when the Clippers come to your stadium in Dallas and nobody shows up, or people are outside boycotting, when the Clippers come, you know.
Tick. Go. Look, man, I think at the end of the day, like, I think it was all a fucking a scam. It wouldn't surprise me if fucking 30 years from now it come out that it was a fucking plot. And people fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Because after he did it, the guy that owned the Hawks, he tried to do the same shit. And they didn't care. He said he wasn't trying to have all that rap music playing, all them black people in the stands. They was like, man, shut your ass up. That's basically what they said.
Then why did he have to sell the team?
He ain't sell the Hawks.
The Hawks did get sold.
Man, let me...
You don't see, you don't...
That guy did not sell the Hawks.
They did. You don't see,
he did not sell the Hawks.
Google when the Atlanta Hawks sold. So what's up, everybody? Send some questions, man. You making the ratings go down.
I want the job.
Yeah, he does. Bring 2 beers, please.
How you know Danny Ferry want a job?
You want a beer?
Sure, unless you're going to drink both. You know Danny Theory want a job.
Because it's been on there on TV saying that he was looking for a job and he was asking for it. And even they talked about it on ESPN about how he been blackballed because of that comments. And all he was doing, they saying, is repeating what somebody else said about Luol Deng.
Man,
you don't keep up with the stuff. You got your views, but they half-assed because you ain't backing it up with.
I didn't know that deal that finally went through, but I'm a believer.
Man,
yes,
Atlanta Hawks been sold for a few years.
Yes, it happened.
Situation is
Bob Johnson had a big. They didn't let him get the Bobcats.
How come he didn't?
Because he wasn't a single sole owner. He was part of a fucking group too.
You don't get it. Business, you don't spend all your money all the time unless you just got an absurd amount. It's always better to use other people's money as well as some of yours.
The guy that bought the Clippers from Microsoft, he owned the Clippers, man. It's him.
He's a multi-billionaire, and he's old. He's been making money for years. He got like $15 billion or so,
you don't
more
think
than
that's crazy that in 2017, out of all major league
Steve
sports,
Ballmer still makes money off of that. That was just a toy to him.
No black person owns a major league team. Winston Hardaway. A fucking Arab that came in and bought the Jags.
That goes back to what I was saying earlier.
Like,
if people would have had the land and the money and the start that we were supposed to have over 100 years ago, not today, because people today are somewhat lost. But if they would have given it to them before they were lost, back in the day, like even when they had Black Wall Street in Oklahoma, maybe people wouldn't be in the situation they're in now. Maybe we would have casinos. Maybe we would have more billionaires out there. Maybe we would have better schools and stuff, more HB.
What they got to do about they still wouldn't let a black person own that shit, man.
Maybe more black people would be in the position to own it instead of only just, 3 people, 4 people, or 5 people that could even own it by themselves if they wanted to. How many black people can actually own a team if they wanted to? You can only count them on one hand, 2 hands at the most. So you make it seem like it's just an abundance of black owners. Hands.
They wouldn't sell it to them niggas, man. That's a private boys club. That Indian got in by fucking, I guarantee you he did some backroom shady shit. I mean, no, I can't prove it, but it's just fucking common sense. Them white people ain't let that Indian in. Hell, he ain't even his coach don't even respect him. The nigga that he paid. He said he gonna sign Cap. The coach say, no, we not. That's the end of that. Let that have been Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones tell you who you gonna hire, who you gonna start, damn near what play you gonna run.
15 years. It's a good job for him. $28 an hour driving a forklift on the night shift. The median hourly wage in Jackson is $15.34 an hour.
Not bad.
The second job at U-Haul is just for extra money, he says.
How you doing? Good.
There's dope money in one of them lockers.
Tony is the type of guy the UAW couldn't convince to organize last week.
Vote no or you'll be an unemployed on.
They didn't want him to form the union.
Pretty good. World's deadliest virus is HIV and UAW. That's pretty strong.
That's messed up.
The South attracts manufacturing.
They made them think if they formed a union that the plant would leave.
The Nissan plant, the first modern car factory in Mississippi, opened in 2003. The UAW has failed in 3 attempts to organize majority white Southern plants in the last 30 years. Organizers had a reason to believe that can't move different.
You want to change?
Black working class Americans are more likely than any other demographic group to belong to a union.
The facility is 80% African American. Their
Trick
sister
them.
plant is in Tennessee
Fall for
and
anything.
$1.70 more than the workers here in Canton, Mississippi. Why is there disparity?
Because there's black folks
UAW
majority
organizing
there.
efforts started not long after this plant opened, drawing in big names from the black community to help.
You take in your courage.
What's up,
and use
chat?
that courage.
Has anybody, nobody has any questions?
The message.
Yep. What you want me
Unionizing
here?
Nissan is the next rung
tell this
in
fat
the long
nigga.
climb to equality for black people in the Deep South. That message works for Betty Jones. She's an engine inspector at the plant and has worked there for 14 years. Betty makes $26 an hour.
At the beginning, when we started this, I mean, my whole line was just, they were just yes. But when these songs started bringing those anti-union videos, I seen my co-workers just the look on their faces that I just.
Person told Vice News the
Let's go ahead
UAW
and
is knowingly spreading falsehoods.
Nope, you
and
don't.
shamefully using
Unless he come back and win a
rights
Super Bowl.
movement to disturb
We're having a dope ass
Emotion
monumental
stories
season.
common in Mississippi around
Like if he just fucking
Koch brothers
ride the
funded
bench
ad
and come
campaign
in
warns a
with
union
fucking
would
shits and
turn the
giggles.
area into Detroit.
Terrell Poole, yo, what's up, man? How you
Made
doing?
it clear what
Thanks
that
for the
meant.
question. Does it matter if Cap plays again? Actually, it doesn't matter to the NFL if he plays. It only matters to him personally, but his message is what has became bigger than his play ever
That
was.
worked for Tony.
My thing is, if you support Cap, you better go to his fucking website, buy one of his expensive ass $50 shirts,
What do you think of their
$50 hoodies, $30 hats.
Hold on, let's play an ad.
Like, let the man know you support him.
Yeah, hold on, it's playing an ad.
Great money. More money than people with degrees make that here. If that's treated like a slave, they keep using it.
Race is a part of this conversation.
Slave mentality. He actually said
It
that.
really is
That
not.
nigga make $28 an hour and say, if that's treated like a slave, then use me.
So he can be bought off.
307 workers.
That's a cheap slave at that.
That's just being bought off. Alright, so what do you think about Kaepernick? Does it matter if Kaepernick plays again?
Man, it only matters if you have a monumental ass like season. If it really mattered to the people, if people really cared about Kaepernick, his fucking website would be sold out all the time. You would go to knowyourrights.com and it wouldn't be no shirts. It wouldn't be no hats, no sweatshirts. But the fact that people don't, Kaepernick is just, he trendy. He a fad to the average person. They don't give a fuck about what Cap is saying. They not going out there marching, protesting. Like hell, people can't even collectively agree to fucking not watch football.
He says right here, I guess what I was asking was, like, let's say by some miracle he gets on a team. Does that really fix anything? No. Actually, what he was protesting and standing for will never get fixed in my eyes, I don't think. The problem is so big, so large. That's part of his problem with this protest, is that he picked something that pretty much can't be fixed almost. What is he going to fix? Racism? What, he going to fix every police force across America?
That's in the police.
If the federal court
They look like a football.
the Department of Justice does not have statutory authority to impose these particular conditions, then I think the Trump administration has run out of statutory
Having poor streaming quality.
But it goes the other way.
JJ!
Chicago's challenge fails. That would empower the administration to crack down on sanctuary cities the way it's wanted to from the beginning. Chicago probably won't have to go to this.
You ain't on your computer and on your game, are you?
Similar sanctuary policies. And
Make sure one of those is off.
So other big cities like New York or LA
Okay.
can also file suit. And whether they win or
Yeah.
lose, it will have a big impact on
Yeah.
millions of undocumented people around the country.
Sanctuary cities.
Kenyan's go to the
Like I wouldn't even
polls
care
to choose a
about
president.
immigrants.
It's one of
if,
several major elections
they had
across
the paper
Africa
shit.
this year that will test how democracy is faring on the
Immigrants do pay for stuff.
The race
Unless
between
you're
the
talking
two
about like
presidential
Arabs and
candidates is
Indians
tight.
that get
In
tax
terms of
breaks
who
and stuff to
Kenyan
start up
would lead the
businesses in the
Kenyan
black
party,
community
Yeah, we don't like that
more
shit.
than blacks
I'm
starting
talking about like
businesses.
Mexican immigrants that get fucking, that be abusing like healthcare and shit.
Man, when does that hurt you? When does that bother you? When is somebody getting health care? How can you abuse health care? What you going? Who wants to be sick?
And about who want to be
Who
sick.
want to keep getting some help from the doctor? Nobody.
Look,
They work do the jobs that nobody else do. So you want to go and mop
hold on.
kitchens?
People kill me saying that shit, nigga.
Because
If a
I've got videos
If
where
a
they
nigga
showing.
was paying people
Stop saying
$20
that.
an hour, okay, to fucking pick oranges.
But then how much would an orange cost? A bag of orange would cost $15.
I'm just saying.
What
Stop
are you
it's
saying?
a job
People
that
wouldn't be
don't
able
wanna
to.
do.
No,
It's a
people
job that
wouldn't
they
be
don't
able.
wanna pay to do.
Because in order for people to keep the prices low, people don't want to pay more for oranges and watermelons.
People don't want to pay to do.
No, it's a job people have that people don't want to pay more for oranges and stuff. If they raise the price to $20 an hour, like you said, then that means they would have to raise the price on the consumer, and you would have to pay $15 for a bag of oranges. Nobody wants to pay $15 for a bag of oranges, but they want to keep the price cheap, but then they don't want to work $5 an hour. So you can't have both. Okay, we'll pay $20 an hour, but now you're going to have to pay $15 for a bag of oranges. That watermelon, that one watermelon you get for $2, $3, that's $12 now.
You're not going to tell me.
That bag, I can show you on here. And they had actual things where they hired people, and then they all quit in less than a month. Every single one of them quit because they had the immigration in Alabama where they made all the Mexican workers that he had leave his farm, and he hired black and white people and regular Americans. Every single one of them quit except for one black man. He lasted 30 days, and after that, he quit. He said it's too much work, it's too hard for the amount of money that he makes, it's not worth it. The reason that Hispanic people make it work is because a lot of people make jokes about it. They live together in houses, a bunch of them. They pool their resources together to pay the bills instead of everybody like in every other community got to have their own house, their own apartment. No, you can't afford to live by yourself doing that. But when they work together and they do it the way they do, they make it work because you got, like we say, 10, 15 people in the house. Well, guess what? They all got jobs and they all contributing to keep those bills low. And that's the difference.
Do they all have actual jobs paying like a tax ID number? Is they putting money back into the community?
Well, that's up to the employer.
Okay.
That's up to the employer. The person that hired them, did he ask them to fill out an application and get a tax ID number?
Workers ain't putting nothing into the pot.
Did the employer do that? When you get a check, do you have a volunteer way to take out your taxes, or are they already taken out?
Both.
That's because of the employer. So the employer automatically takes out your federal and state taxes for you. So if some employer hires the immigrants to work in the farm and then they give them the money, that's up to the employer to get their tax ID number and social security number. If they don't have one, they won't hire them. If you didn't have a social security number, would your job hire you? No. So that's up to the employer.
Illegals ain't working with no fucking social security number.
And that's the employer's fault. He shouldn't have hired them.
But in your mind, you saying it's okay because...
No, I didn't say it's okay. I said that's on the employer, not on the worker.
A bag of oranges cost like $5.
No, I'm saying that's on the employer, not on the worker. You can't blame the worker because he's doing the job, but the employer hired them, and he's the one that's breaking the laws. He's the one that's trying to save money by hiring people to pay them less to do a job.
So for the war on drugs, you can't blame the user. You can only blame the seller. Huh?
If it was nobody selling it, how could you use it?
So it's never the user's fault. Huh?
I'm just saying, it's a double-edged sword, and that's totally different than what we talking about. That's not what we talking about right now.
I was watching about the union, man.
We already saw that.
I didn't. It didn't go off. I was still watching that.
Come back to it. I'm still looking for what I wanted to show you.
I want to watch about the union, man.
What did you miss?
It was getting interesting. I want to see how they was going to vote on it.
Terrell Poole, what's up? You got anything? They voted against it. They didn't get the union.
They didn't unionize?
No, they didn't.
No rights for them then.
This whole thing about the racists in Charlottesville.
Bring that white bitch over.
But Terrell Poole, to answer your question, no, it don't fix anything. He's got a cause and a situation that really one man can't fix. And him playing for a team or doing these things ain't gonna make a difference. The only thing he could do is bring up awareness. He said, oh shit. What happened, man?
He ain't even bringing awareness no more because people don't even realize that Colin Kaepernick has said if he gets signed, he is stand for the anthem.
Because he wants some money, no?
I think he just want to play. I don't think he wants the money because he got his shirts, he got his not-for-profit and shit. They talking about he gonna get a book deal. So I mean, at this point, I think it's just a competitive athlete in him. We know he still got some PT left.
You say you think LeBron was sincere in standing up for Steph Curry. Actually, I think he was. Just as that's a fraternity, same as the NFL. And since LeBron is the largest athlete, most visible in the NBA,
see, I don't think that.
It was only right for him to stand up for him. And then also, him and Steph Curry were once friends. He used to go to watch Steph Curry when he was in college. You can Google it on YouTube or whatever and look it up. LeBron James was at Steph Curry's game.
Let me tell you what it is.
So, you know,
LeBron
only
James
recently
is
they
jealous
had a
of Steph
problem.
Curry, that he the face and the future of the NBA, and he was mad that Steph Curry was getting all that publicity. So he had to interject himself into that and be like, yeah, you bum. Because then after he interjected himself, you know who came out the woodwork too? Kobe Bryant. Like, them niggas be jealous. They prima donnas.
I didn't hear nothing about Kobe.
Yeah, he was tweeting about that shit too.
Kobe's views wasn't as loud or heard as much as LeBron's.
Because he ain't popping no more.
Exactly my point.
But he was trying to get himself popping.
And besides, LeBron James has tried to become socially aware a lot recently. Just like Carmelo and Chris Paul and all of them when they stood up at the ESPYs and tried to talk about it, or whether in D-Wade. He's trying to become socially aware. Plus, when the people broke in his house and wrote nigger on the wall or whatever, LeBron James, I think deep down he want to do the right thing. And some things is besides money and things. He got way more money than Steph Curry in popularity. And so, yeah, he may be a little upset on the court that the Warriors won or whatever the case. But in the end,
man,
this ain't got nothing to do with that. It's about fraternity. Same thing with the NFL and all them people standing up and speaking up. It's not that they really cared about Colin Kaepernick. It's just that they felt that they fraternity was back now. And so a lot of people saying, oh, the NFL disrespected or this or that. That's just them doing it just because somebody said they can't do it.
That was jealousy, man. They're jealous. He's jealous of stuff because, you know.
He said Kobe did tweet. Nobody really cared, though. Exactly.
That's right.
Nobody cared. And he retired. I didn't even hear about Kobe's tweet.
But it's also because Kobe a prima donna, too, who want that attention.
Kobe is just no longer playing.
Them niggas want attention.
Nobody can see or hear about him.
What it is, LeBron and Kobe don't respect Steph Curry's game. So it probably drive him insane that this nigga is like the face of the NBA. And they like, man, I'll bust his ass.
Most old school players don't respect Steph Curry game because all he do is shoot threes and
but the fact of the matter is LeBron is like, man, he feel like he better than Steph.
He is better than Steph.
I don't know.
What you mean? Because Steph Curry can shoot a three, he better than LeBron? No, LeBron can guard five positions on the court.
I'm saying
he has the body, the skill set.
Only lost one set of finals. So
that's about a team game. If they played one-on-one, LeBron would beat Steph Curry every time.
But we never know, though, because that ain't the way the league is made.
But we talking about a better player. You didn't say a better team.
If I had a chance, who to start my team around at this point in their career?
Well, they's older than Steph Curry.
Then.
That don't mean nothing. No, that don't mean he's better. He still ain't better. Every team LeBron has been to, they are automatically going to the finals now. Ever since he hit his prime.
See, when he goes to the Lakers, if they can automatically go to the finals with all
LeBron James is older.
It don't matter if he was
in
the West Coast right now.
Age matters in the NBA.
If he was in the West Coast right now, they ain't automatically going to the fucking finals.
I bet you they'd be a favorite.
I bet you they wouldn't.
Okay.
I bet you not when you got.
I bet you he'd make it to the Western Conference Finals.
I bet when you got Carmelo, Paul George, and Westbrook on the same team. I bet you when you got James Harden and old ass CP3 on the team. I bet you when you got the Western Conference All Stars, aka the Warriors, on one team. No, he ain't a favorite. Like,
I don't see how he wouldn't be. You got LeBron James and Paul George on the Lakers with Lonzo Ball next year. I don't see how it would be a difference.
Because Westbrook, LeBron James,
Westbrook ain't a good team player.
And Lonzo.
Westbrook is unproven as far as a team player. So
How?
because he ain't never won.
Double-digit assists.
And they couldn't even get past the first round.
He only one man.
Point is, them was hollow assists.
When he had fucking KD, they was able to go to the finals. They was able to go to the Western Conference Finals, like 3 times. So I mean, the man a team player. It's just the Kevin Durant, not a fucking alpha.
Then how'd he get MVP and become one with the Lakers, with the Warriors?
Just because you become the MVP don't mean you the alpha player.
You was the best player on that team.
O.J. Simpson and Chase.
You the best player on a fucking All-Star team.
So
you
you
didn't
saying?
have to do as much.
So are you saying that Steph Curry's a better player than Kevin Durant?
That's two different positions.
LeBron James and Steph Curry, 2 different positions. You didn't have a problem
it's
there.
2 different types of game.
Types of game.
Like Ivan, I
Oh,
think
okay.
He look more like George Bush than.
This damn OBS keeps reconnecting and disconnecting.
Oh, car is smooth. I had. Oh, he talking like African too. I had 2000. Benz.
Shut up, man.
Betty Nice.
I remember
Very
one
nice.
particular element I was
The
really
girls,
excited
they
about
love me.
sonically. Dan had his like
The
primary
overweight
acoustic guitar.
lover.
I ran
Jeremy.
into this really
Oh, this is a good one too about the Nigerians and the oil and stuff, and how the oil companies is robbing them of everything and their resources. And so now they try to produce oil and gas on their own, but then the government comes and pours it all out, and it basically pours all out into the ocean. And so when they fish and eat the fish, they say it feels like hot fire in their chest when they eat the fish. I wouldn't even eat that fish, but then they don't have no way to make money. They can't make money. Yeah, and so they killing them. Wouldn't it be better to confiscate it than just bust it and pour it out all over the place? But that's what they do.
People, that's why America is the greatest country.
Yeah, but that's a lot of problems. Problem with this is corruption. They're easily able to pay off the politicians, which allows these corporations to, do horrible and evil things.
Corruption everywhere, man.
It is corruption everywhere, but it's different levels of corruption.
You saw in Flint, man, they done fucking poisoned the water.
If they would have voted Clinton.
Think that they got from Europe, whatever.
England.
Same thing.
John Oliver, yeah.
Money flowing in.
Why is this?
There is only one who never stays silent, who fights against injustice wherever he finds it. And the world needs him now.
What kind of comedy show is this? Oh, greatest show ever.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Turn the light off. I'm not going.
That is a funny white man right there. You should have kept it on the one about the unions so I could have watched them vote against it so I could see why they was voting against it, why they didn't want to unionize, why they didn't want jobs and safety and all that shit.
They was told they wasn't gonna get it doing that.
It's a damn shame.
They would have had one for you.
They would have had the bagging of the whole UAW.
They told that if they did that, the factory would close and move. And then they felt that if they did that, they would lose their job. Somebody punched the Pope in the eye. So they looked at it like, well, if we go ahead and get the union, then we'll leave. The only reason that they built the auto plant here is because they didn't have to pay the unions and pay union dues. If they bring the union, then they'll close. But they say if they build the union, they'll close because it's too much money and they won't make a profit and they'll leave. And so they made everybody think, damn, I'm going to lose this good job if we go into the union. And so people voted against it because they didn't want to lose the job. The company threatened to leave.
A fucking 10-year lease or something. Like they wasn't going to leave that land.
And in 10 years they would have. And they looked at it as, you know, they'd be over with.
No, they wouldn't. They would have got a better class of worker. They just scare tactics.
It was. And they worked.
Yeah. But they was in Mississippi or some down south place.
Where they uneducated and don't know. And that was the best money and the best job they could ever get.
Didn't even know how much they were shorting themselves. Somebody probably doing that same job in, like you said, New York, making $42 an hour.
Yep.
Little did they know they would have walked off their union job. The UAW would have set them up in a different state. I mean, they would have gave you no crib or nothing, but they would have.
You listen to one with you. Did you just you-hoo me?
Oh, well, you can't you-hoo a judge. You are devoid of anything.
What's up, man? Y'all got any questions? What's going on? Ask us anything.
You don't come to work for 2 days because
We don't get enough questions. I'm going to cancel the stream because there's only so many topics to talk about without the feedback of you guys. You guys are what helped make this successful. You gotta plan this stuff like a week in advance, man. You can't just pop up like that.
Trump, that made me mad today, man. All the white people and stuff at work are talking about black people kneeling and stuff. I think it's the worst thing. And Trump over there acting like the people who stood up, I mean, who like locked arms, doing it to show respect for the flag. I'm like, man, that's why I say Trump.
They was just trying to compromise without kneeling, but then trying to show support.
Yeah, but they was also
they was half-assing it.
But I'm saying they wasn't trying to. They was trying to show that they was with the people kneeling. That's why I say Trump gonna bring people together, man. That nigga was talking about how like salute to the people and like to NASCAR doing the right thing. As soon as he said that, like some minutes later, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
said that he gonna support his people.
That's right. Get on there like, yo, we ain't rocking with him.
And of course he would pick NASCAR where it's almost 100% white.
That's right. But
and they still didn't go for him. That's what made him look even more stupid. But you know, he kept saying fire him and this and that because he's a businessman and he's used to having unilateral control over everything he does. And that's not how politics and that's not how the NFL works.
Damn, man.
What game?
Monday Night Football. I wanted to see what they were going to do tonight.
Watch that.
What the Cowboys are going to do. They're supposed to have some type of what they doing.
I need to show you. 1, 2, 3.
Hold on, man. I see why we might not be having as many viewers. Try to get a few more in here. Let's see.
We have to hurry and get out of town. You should come with us.
So do y'all think Colin Kaepernick deserve another job?
And now, an HBO special presentation.
Better. They better think better.
We've come together today to love on the people
that have been devastated by the hurricanes. When love goes into action,
So, right, what are we doing?
it purposes no color of skin,
I definitely want to see you. This one ain't got his home.
no
What are we doing?
beliefs, no sexual preferences, and no political persuasions. It just loves. As we should begin to love and value our
Let me
lives,
check on my
and anyone
info tube here and tell you what's happening in the world.
as global warming must be blind.
My timeline be moving on.
Lord,
Let's see what's happening. Where is it? He said he back. All right. What's up? Do you think Julian Hyam? What's going on, man? Do you think the NFL protests will carry into the NBA? If so, what impact do you think it will have on the NBA?
Yep, it's gonna carry over because it already carried over to the WNBA. Because in the NBA, it's a rule on the books
that they have to.
That's right. So what they gonna do is they just not gonna come out,
or they gonna break the rule.
Nah, ain't nobody trying to get fined. The niggas notoriously cheap.
They got enough money, and then that's gonna cause more controversy because if Adam Silver fines him for that, then he's gonna look like the bad guy. And Adam Silver's got a reputation so far that he's built as being the good guy. And so if he starts to fine them, that's going to make him look bad. And he ain't trying to look bad. And so that's going to create a big controversy. It says NBA don't need the protest. That's what Terrell pulled. Why you think the NBA don't need the protest?
Why don't the NBA need the protest?
You think the NBA needs the protest?
I think they need the protest.
I mean, that's damn near majority African American league. If they don't say nothing about it, that would make them kind of weak.
They ain't been saying nothing about it.
They not in season.
Nigga, this shit been happening for years.
LeBron James said something about it. He had the hands up, don't shoot, I can't breathe t-shirts.
And then when they asked him about it, he said, I'm wearing it. I forgot what he said, but he didn't say I'm wearing it for the fucking guy that got killed.
Well, why would he wear I can't breathe t-shirt?
Of course, but when they asked him about it, he didn't own up to it. LeBron James is passive aggressive. He a new age type of nigga, and he soft.
You gotta stop saying that, man.
Okay, like LeBron James ain't an alpha male. Yeah.
I'm just saying, he the number one face of the NBA
okay,
right
the face of the NBA, but he ain't an alpha male. He ain't Kendrick Perkins.
But when he says something, his words get Kendrick Perkins. When he says something, his words are amplified. I'll say.
LeBron James is a type B type of person, not a type A.
Okay. Whether that's true or not, that's besides the point.
Well, so don't expect him to do
his
type
words
A stuff.
are amplified.
His words is not gonna be much because he a type A type. He a type B type of person like him, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. They all type B passive aggressive people.
I can't look at this.
They're not real masculine men. Them products, well, not Kyrie because he grew up with his daddy. But most of them people is products of single mamas. They raised to be overly empathetic, in touch with their emotional side. They not merely men.
We've experienced
like
the next generation. You need to adapt and learn.
But the community at large is on the defense.
They were mad about them clown
The World
movies.
Clown Association has issued an official statement against scary clowns, and the frenzy has reportedly put some clowns out of work. They're pretty upset about it.
Guys,
If LeBron James was a manly man, there's so much stuff he would have did differently in life. The way he
You also got to keep in mind a business aspect.
Man, the way
these Chinese dudes call themselves chicka instead of nigga, they call themselves chickas.
The way he left Miami, that was a chump move. The fact that he went back to Cleveland without making that dude publicly apologize to him, that was a chump move. This man practically called him everything but a son of God. And you went back talking about we discuss things. LeBron James is a sucker. He always gonna be one.
God forbid.
He don't even defend his kids right.
This dude say, I agree. LeBron is liked by the people. Kobe and Jordan more feared than liked.
Yep. Kobe and Jordan is more unfeared. LeBron James cared too much about his brand and his image.
Yeah.
Not realizing that people gonna rock with him whatever he do. He a passive aggressive type B type male. Like, let a Russell Westbrook ever get in that type of position. You can tell by the stuff he wears to the game that he a type A personality.
Yeah, but it ain't no telling what Westbrook may say.
No, I'm not saying I'm gonna agree with it, but I guarantee you he gonna speak his mind though.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
We're very aware of certain
like, you can see some of the interviews, some of the things he done said to reporters before. like man, it's just. But then again, he from the hood in Cali. So I mean, you know, he done grew up in a certain way, I guess. But LeBron just you know, Kevin Durant. Anytime a guy use a fake Twitter account to clap back, you ain't no manly man.
Nah, that was weak. He's scared to name on it.
Because he a type B type of guy.
But a lot of these guys out here today are like that, man. But I hate to say it. It's because you was born, raised by a woman, no man in the house, and so you got woman tendencies.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's the type of something a woman would do. I hate to say it, but it's true, man. A man ain't afraid to stand up for what he believe in. A man will just say what he have to say. For one, you think about what you say before you say it. That's what I teach my son. That way you don't have no regrets on what you say.
Like everybody talking
and
about.
And then you don't throw stones and hide your hands.
Everybody talking about Carmelo going to OKC. It don't matter because they finna trade Westbrook.
They ain't about to trade Westbrook. Westbrook gonna sign the contract.
Why? Why?
Why not?
Paul George only there for a year. You got Carmelo who like 35. That ain't your dream team. That ain't who you want to play with.
But it's also showing that they gonna keep trying to make it a successful team.
Ain't nobody trying to keep trying, man. That man young.
So wait a minute, where else could he go? He gonna go to the Lakers?
He can go to the Lakers.
If he go to the Lakers, what they gonna do with Lonzo Ball?
Yeah, because I mean,
Lonzo gonna switch his position. You think
Westbrook gonna switch his position?
No.
The shooting guard.
No. If Westbrook if he wanna run the point, he gonna run the point.
Lonzo good enough two guard.
Okay.
That would be crazy.
Anytime you don't sign $205 million,
you ain't staying.
That's right. You ain't waiting. It ain't nothing to think about.
No, it ain't.
Like, he ain't staying, and they tried too little, too late, giving him Paul George, who ain't trying to stay, and giving him Westbrook. And giving him Mr. Melo, who ain't trying to stay. Melo's only two options that he said he'd go to was Cleveland or OKC.
He didn't say OKC.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. That's why it was such a big surprise.
He did.
He said Cleveland or Houston.
Houston was off the table. Houston wasn't trying to offer.
Look it up, man. You got your stuff.
Man, I was just listening to Mike and Mike this morning.
I watch Mike and Mike every morning.
He wasn't listening to it today. They was talking about it today because he got a no trade clause, so he had to agree to the trade. He told them the only teams he would entertain would be after the Houston deal fell through. He said he'd either take Cleveland or OKC. They said Cleveland because they thought Cleveland was going to give up the next draft pick. Cleveland said, So they got like a role player from OKC and I think somebody else. Because they had to get rid of him. They said they did not want to bring him to training camp and make Melo the focus of the whole training camp. Now they was talking about that everybody's gonna be looking at Kristoff like what can he do? Because you know what I'm saying, last season he missed 26 games. And they like, he the man now. So you can't miss 26 games. they was like it's easy to be a superstar when you got likes of Melo and all you doing is playing like off him, and then when y'all lose, y'all put all the blame on him. Now it was like all the blame gonna be on him if they win or lose, and he under the bright lights in New York City.
Sounds good, but he didn't expect to go there. Nobody saw that coming.
He the one suggested it.
Yeah, that may be the case, but that wasn't eventually what everybody thought.
No, everybody thought he was going to Houston at first, and then Houston wasn't trying to really offer nothing for him.
Grains are a big deal. A lot of local police departments rely on them.
When did they make that trade? Saturday? Let's see.
Because from Houston, they wanted the Bulls draft pick. And they wasn't trying to give up the Bulls draft pick because they said the Bulls might wind up tanking, and they second round draft pick might turn into the 31st pick.
Who said that? Houston?
Yeah.
How they got the Bulls draft pick?
I don't know, but they was like Houston got the Bulls draft pick, and that's who the Knicks thought they was gonna give.
So they didn't want to give up the 31st pick in the draft.
Not for Melo.
That didn't sound right.
But it goes the other way.
You know Melo like 35, right?
He ain't no 35. He's like 32, 33.
Let me see how old he is.
Chicago probably to go at this a lot.
Julian Hyam want to know, do you think there's an inconsistent level of sympathy society grants to the rich people when they experience a negative event than society grants if the victim was poor? For example, Kim Kardashian getting robbed in Paris. Do you think the masses feel sorry for her? I think they try to make the masses feel sorry for her, and they try to, the media publicizes their sympathy different than a poor person getting robbed. They make it seem like, well, he was poor. Whatever he got robbed for must not have been worth shit. Whereas a person that's rich, they want you to feel sorry for them because they're supposed to be special. And a special person ain't supposed to experience adversity in life. And they want you to feel like you have some type of connection to this person because you see him on TV all the time.
And they also want you to feel like
they make you feel like you know them.
That they should be above all that.
Right.
They not used to having a gun pulled on them or something. But if you poor and you in the hood, they're like, oh, he used to that. That ain't nothing new to him. It's just a robbery.
Right. Adversity and bad things can happen to anybody. The media wants you to feel sad. I believe you're right to a certain extent. The media wants people to feel sad for them.
Accusing him of being a sore loser, even before a single ballot has been cast. But when a senior election official in charge of crucial voting technology turned up dead with signs of torture,
okay, yeah. Oh, they got Chicago. They still got Chicago second round draft pick.
What's up, y'all? Send in the questions. Let's see what you got to say. Waiting to answer any question you may send our way. No holds barred. Nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and you can't handle the truth. Send it this way. What's good? All questions answered, no matter the question.
Unless it's a fag topic or something. I'm not telling y'all how to get no date with no boys.
Much more violent work.
As you can see in the wall, we just written some pieceworks.
Yeah, he knew playing with LeBron was off the table.
Once you want to pick this,
LeBron then wasn't trying to offer nothing.
Politics is just papered over.
We say, word, y'all deep dudes, y'all got a bright future. Hey, man, thanks, Julian. Hey, and I remember you from the last live stream, man, so I appreciate you always sticking by and checking in, man. I got a good memory. I remember you was the one sending the questions last time.
Yeah, what's happening, Jules?
What city you in, Julian? What's going on, man?
Hey, put some stank on his name and call him Jules.
Call him J-Rock. J-Rock, what up?
Over the weekend, 2 foreign elections experts supporting Odinga's campaign were deported.
Message retracted, man. Send the message, man. Unless you messed up.
Tribal sectarianism lies in a new generation.
As you see, I always answer every question you send, man. We got a few people watching. What's up, man? Send the questions, man. We got you.
Mwangi was a photo
Anything you want to know, no holds barred.
the post-election violence 10 years ago.
You want to talk about Trump?
Are you in Toronto?
What's up, man? You like Drake, man?
Hell yeah, Drake is the shiznit. Who don't like Drake? Okay, Drake is...
He alright.
Hey, he better than alright, man. Drake the dopest rapper out.
Hey, man, put his nuts down, man.
Why?
Because he got underwear on. The underwear is there to hold his nuts, not you, nigga.
Drake is the hardest rapper out. I give credit to where credit's due.
Okay, he cool, he alright.
Cool, he better than everybody else. He making the best music. He knocking down all the baddest chicks. All the baddest chicks.
So what? You want to be his dick? You a fan of his dick?
I wouldn't mind being his homeboy, getting his leftovers.
This ain't Thanksgiving, nigga. You ain't getting his leftovers. Take home for lunch and work.
I sure would. Okay. Drake is without a doubt having the best career a rapper ever had. Ain't no rapper that ever went through this much stuff unscathed, no robberies, no jail.
I thought he did get robbed.
I ain't never heard about Drake getting robbed. They said somebody tried to take his chain way back in the day before he was famous, but that's unfounded. It ain't been proven. Like Drake got a pretty cool life, man. I rock with him.
Yeah, it must be nice being young, rich, and successful, huh? I should have stuck with my dreams at record producing at Columbia College, Chicago.
He the spokesman for the Toronto Raptors. He be sitting courtside.
He said, "Yeah, Drake is worship over here, but Hove is my favorite." Thank you, man.
Yeah, I like Hove too, but
you be hating on Hove, man. Drake like basically bit his style.
How Drake bit his style, and Drake done had way more success than Hove has.
Because it's a modern day, it's different, man. The way record sales and everything is, you can't measure success versus
Tupac had more success than Hove. Hove is not successful,
but
like people think.
Biggie had a lot of success too. That don't mean he better than Tupac.
Okay, but he was better than Jay-Z. Jay-Z not a super successful rapper.
Ty said he got to disagree. Kendrick Lamar is on fire. Julian J-Rock said Drake did get robbed here in Toronto. If you notice, he don't wear chain. I told you as he got robbed. Man, ain't nobody above being robbed, man.
You act like I said somebody above getting robbed.
But you said he ain't get robbed or nothing.
Okay, then he
like he got an aura around him against robbery. Okay,
hey,
that's different.
Hey, Julian, how many people Drake get beat up though?
Man, how you know how many people he got beat up? How many people did he beat up?
He got Baca. I know Baca a hitter.
Serge Baca?
No, he got a guy he hang with named Baca, and that's the guy they say come see you.
Chewbacca, motherfucker.
Yes, Kendrick is dope. But Kendrick is a great rapper, but he's not a great songwriter.
Hey, Ty, what's up? She says she a woman. How you doing, lady? Glad to have you on board.
How you doing, Ty?
Ask us some questions from a woman perspective.
Kendrick is a great rapper.
Love to hear what you got to say, Ty. I know you was the last time we did a live stream. I saw you on here as well. I believe so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could have swore I saw you on here. What city you from, Ty? Y'all like my videos I make, man? I'm working on a video for The Deuce. I gotta finish it and put it out today. But Trump kind of brought up this stuff, man, that me and my nephew, we had to come on and talk about. But I'm gonna put on the video about The Deuce tonight. I gotta finish it up. Take a lot of work putting this stuff together, man. Y'all don't realize, man. Said peace, brothers. Hey, y'all. This is the Virgo Voice of Reason, the unseen one. Follow me on Twitter, IG, and Snapchat at 25.
Yeah.
Man, I should have known that was your ass for putting this shit on here. Yeah, I was on her. Hey, what's up, Ty? ATL, what's up, ATL in the house?
Look at that great picture of me, too.
What y'all think about ATL getting changed? Love your videos. You keep me laughing. I'm glad to keep a smile on your face, Ty. That's what I try to do. I normally don't try to make too much serious videos because there's enough people making those videos out there, and I'd rather try to bring a little joy in people's life, bring a smile on their face, get a little escape, than hit them with too much real stuff all the time because it can be sad and depressing, and I don't be trying to get into that right now. Maybe I may make another channel and get deep. But on this channel, I try not to get too deep on people because, like I say,
how deep is the abyss?
What do you have for advice dating over 40? Well, I'm 39, so, you know, I'm right there at 40 in one more year. One thing about advice for dating over 40, man, the games is over. So you need to be talking to somebody that already know who they are, have something going for themselves, whether it's a career. They shouldn't be going to school at 40. God damn. I mean, how long it take you to realize you need to go to school?
What is they going back for, like a doctorate or something?
That's different. That's a doctorate's degree. I'm talking about trying to get an undergraduate degree. Like, damn, you just not realize that?
But at the same time,
let me finish.
What if the woman only got maybe like a fucking high school diploma? So like the thing is, whatever you gonna date, know what you bring to the table and know what you want from the relationship.
Right.
Don't have caviar taste and food stamp pockets.
You still use that same mind?
Because it still applies. It still applies. Still to this day.
Now let me finish, man, before I was rudely interrupted, Ty. What I was going to say is they should know who the hell they are, and they shouldn't be in school at 40 years old. But if they are, they should already have a blueprint and a plan already going. See, she in graduate school. That's different.
Okay.
That's not undergraduate, and she not trying to get a GED. So she already has a plan that she's putting in place, and that's my whole point. This person should already have a blueprint and a plan. They should already have certain things figured out in life.
What I'm saying,
if you're trying to date somebody, you don't want to be dating somebody that's still a work in progress. They should at least have 75-80% of life figured out. I mean, damn, at 40 years old, you pretty much, that's midlife. What, you gonna live to 80? 90, 100? So what? When you 55, then you got it figured out. I mean, damn. So at 40, they shouldn't be. If you a woman, you shouldn't be dating no dude that's living with his mama. You shouldn't be dating no dude that's broke or trying to pay a bunch of bills and struggling. He should have a car, maybe one or two. He should have a house, a nice house that he could be affording without a problem. And then he shouldn't be able to text and call you all day long. He should have a job and some business to take care of. And then he should be able to text you and call you when he has time. That's the problem with some women that I run across. They want me to call and text them all day or drive their car or live in their house. But what they don't realize is I'm not one of them dudes that you used to talking to that ain't got shit going for themselves. I got a job. I got shit to do. I got my own car. I got my own house. I got my bills to take care of. Why do I want to drive your damn house? Drive your car? Why I want to live in your house? Why I want to sleep on your couch? Why I need your money? That's the problem.
The thing is, always make sure.
Thank you, Ty. I appreciate it. Good shit, girl.
I don't have time for people's phone. That's right. But, Ty, at the same time, never ask for more than what you're willing to give out. Like, don't require a person with a doctorate and you still in grad school. Like, you got to be like, hey, this is where I am. I'm a work in progress because you're still trying to better yourself. So I just think that women have that bad, always wanting for somebody to be established.
Thank you, Ty. Damn right he blocked. If he called too damn much, he blocked. You're damn right, because he ain't got shit else to do. And see, some women believe that if they call a lot, that he love you or he care. No, that's a clue that he's insecure and he trying to make you think he love him, but in reality, he's scared you may realize he ain't shit and leave. It don't matter if you trying to get somebody with a master's or a doctorate. As long as you trying to show and prove, you trying to grow and showing progress, that's what counts. You can't be trying to get with somebody but ain't doing nothing. Now, you don't want somebody that's just starting to get it figured out, because damn, that means for the next 5-10 years, you working with somebody that's trying to figure shit out where you already at a different level. Then that's where arguments come in, because you trying to be here in your mind state and they here. Sex can only last for so long. You ain't having sex all day long.
At that point, you're not looking for love, you're settling.
No, it's companionship. First of all, you don't fall in love with somebody when you first meet them. Let's just be realistic. It's different things and different attractions. So you believe in love at first sight? That's infatuation.
No. It's people out here who've been together forever and a day, and they knew from the moment they met. Just because it ain't never affected you, don't act like you know the human heart. You can meet your soulmate and say, man, this is the person that complete me. You can know within the first day.
I don't believe that.
That's because it ain't never happened to you.
I've met people that I've liked a lot and I wanted to do this.
Liking ain't love, though.
You're right. How could you know in the first day that this person gonna complete you? You haven't spent enough time to know who they are, really. You don't know if this person was a hoe for 15 years.
You believe in God, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then. Never doubt God or the heart.
Hey, Julian, you ain't have to retract that. I saw what you said. How do I feel about Dre sleeping with Karen Bassett? I don't think Dre's sleeping with Karen Bassett, because if he was, they would have showed it by now. And I don't think Dre had any love interest that they showed on the show, other than Christo's balls. That's the only person he really showed he cared about. If he was really with Karen Bassett, they could have explored that by now and showed that, hey, this dude got the inside track on the clubs more so than Ghost. Now we'll see if they try to explore that option, because they trying to show that he taking over the clubs, and some people think he may take over Ghost's position, but only time will tell. Tide. She said, if sex is overrated, need more than that. Thank you. See, she an intellectual woman.
I would hope so, because didn't she say she's 44?
Damn right. I mean, that don't mean you don't like sex.
I didn't say she shouldn't like sex, but at 44, you would hope that a woman is looking for more in life than a wet ass at 44. So, like, you shouldn't even have to mention that. Like, that should be a given. I'm just an analytical person, so I break down everything to the lowest degree. So you shouldn't even have to mention that you're looking for like more than sex.
You break down the obvious sometimes.
If a man needs you, he shouldn't expect you to just be looking for like sex. Because at 44, you should be honest and forthcoming enough that if you just want to screw, you're like, hey, it is what it is. This is what I'm looking for.
Hey man, let's just be honest, man. When men see a woman, they are looking at attraction. They don't see a mind. When a woman talk to a man, they see a little attraction, but they more so looking at everything else. A man will date a woman that's broke or young or don't really have much going for her, as long as she's attractive to him. Whereas a woman
do the same thing.
Not exactly. Man, only to the point where
fall in love with niggas in jail.
Okay, that's true. But that's a lonely woman that doesn't have any type of self-worth. A woman that has self-worth and an understanding of herself doesn't date no man in jail.
For a broke nigga living with a woman. Happens every day.
No, she thinks she got self-worth. That's you confusing somebody with a job or money as in having self-worth. You can have a job, you can have money, you can have this. You still can have a low self-esteem.
The same way men date beneath them, women date beneath them. Some people do. It just is what it is. You can't define that by sex. Some people just date beneath them.
Hey, J-Rock said, do you think it's unreasonable to expect someone to forego financial gain to the greater good? For example, 50 creative power doesn't exactly help the perception about certain people in society. one can make a show about charity, but it will not sell, like sex, violence, etc. You answered your own question, man. It's about society, man. Society don't want to see that, man. It's like you only hear on the news and on radio and stuff about bad stuff. You don't really hear about things people do good. You don't really hear about a lot of stuff that's good. No, we just watched the news earlier. They didn't talk about all the good people.
You act like people got a choice about what they want the news to show. Cause I got.
It's about ratings.
I got.
The news shows the ratings
are not real though.
Okay, but they tracking what people watch.
You know? They track Nielsen families. How many Nielsen families you know?
Not anymore.
Yeah, they do. They still do use
They
the Nielsen
do,
families.
but now with digital devices, they can track without that. They can track what's on my cable box easily now.
The Nielsen family.
And I used to be on the Nielsen ratings at one time. You can sign up and go to Nielsen.com and sign up. But not only that, you can be tracked on what you watch by your digital cable boxes now. It's a lot easier. With your devices and stuff, they can track. I watch the stock market, MSNBC, every morning. They watch and they know how many subscribers certain things have. And so they can tell how many people watch what shows or whatever, and that determines what they make. Unfortunately, people like watching crap. And so that they watch that, it's entertaining.
I guarantee you, if you made the sweetest, nicest show in the world, and you put just people that are easily recognizable, like Taylor Swift, Drake, Jay-Z, just A-list celebrities, people would watch it.
Because they already have a name established.
That's right. People watch what they know.
But nobody had a name established on the show Power.
It was attached to 50 Cent. People
okay,
know 50 Cent.
That's true, and that's what got people watching initially.
You take 50 Cent name off Power, it'll be like 100 other shows that came on BET and other cable shows.
You got a point there, but 50 Cent didn't actually show up to like the third or fourth episode.
But it don't matter. His name was attached to it.
Yeah.
50 Cent is a household name.
It's like advertising now.
That's right. It's like 50 Cent, he got a
But
brand.
I tell you what, though. If the show was garbage, it wouldn't have lasted.
It don't matter. It would have lasted for a little bit. Like Jerry Bruckheimer can come out and make a movie, and you got people who like, oh man, Jerry Bruckheimer, I'm going to see that movie.
But that's because he's built up a reputation.
He got a
and
brand like 50 Cent.
Okay, then. That's like sometimes when I bring out a video about Power, now people want to see it. That's because I've built up a certain, following on what it is. But that don't mean that if I bring out the next video and it's trash or it's different, people may not be wanting to see the next one.
Everything Tyler Perry dropped, he got a built core fan base. Because he got a grassroots fan base that's been following him for going on 20 years from when he was just doing plays. And that's another thing. People love to be like, man, you got people that was watching Power the first episode who was like, man, I remember when I bought 50 Cent first mixtape. People love to see somebody that they don't watch come up. They like, yep. Because you feel like you got an investment in him.
Yeah. Ty said some women are thirsty as fuck, though. Not all. If a woman has goals and aspirations, she won't have time for mess. Exactly. That's my whole point, Ty. A woman with goals and aspiration ain't got time to be wasting her time talking to some dude in jail. Like, what the hell? She would have things going on. She wouldn't be thirsty about some little wee-wee in jail. She could get some wee-wee anywhere. That's the thing with women. They can get laid anywhere they want. They're easiest to get laid. They don't even have to do nothing but smile, laugh, and somebody jokes at a bar or somewhere, and the man will be all over that. You give a couple smiles, this and that. That's all a man need. He'll do the rest of the work. She give him the phone number. He'll be calling. If she say, yeah, make sure you call me, he'll call her tonight. If she say, call me tonight, he'll call her tonight. And then all she got to do is meet up with him, and the man will do the rest. So it's easy for a woman. If she really want to do that, she could. Only a woman with goals, aspirations, and a good head on her shoulder won't fall for no crap like that.
I mean, just because a woman want to get screwed don't mean she don't have goals and aspirations. She's still human.
Yeah, but she's got a lower self-worth of herself if that's all she's thinking about is a quickie.
She human. Just because you want to get screwed don't mean you
everybody
have a lower
human
self-worth.
Everybody human don't want to subject themselves to that, though.
Just because you got Just because you're not celibate don't mean you have low self-esteem, though.
She may be celibate, but she ain't got to sell a bit to every man she meet. She can just keep that little bit for herself and save it, so when she meets somebody worth a damn,
See, that's the
she
problem
can save
with you,
it.
man. You be too. You always saying how look, man. I'm all about equal rights for everybody. If a woman wanna like Salt and Pepper said back in I think it was like '95. If she wanna be a freak and do it on the weekend, it's none of my business.
Yeah, but see, they also was promoting that like Sex in the City to get people to be more promiscuous. In the end, a woman don't want a man that's been with 100 girls or 100 guys or both, and a man wouldn't want a woman.
Say you don't want a woman like that because you don't speak for all mankind.
Majority of women would prefer that.
Porno stars get married every day.
Yeah, but they get married to people that's in the business, or I understand that.
Tito Ortiz married the girl who had the 500 gangbang, Houston something.
Okay, everybody ain't Tito Ortiz.
I'm just saying.
Tito Ortiz may be a major porn star fanatic.
Tito Ortiz was like the UFC guy.
I'm saying he may be a major porn star fanatic is what I'm saying.
Everybody not concerned about such trivial things. If you love a person.
Look at this. She say, true that, but ATL was tainted though. HIV. There you go. J-Rock said, but the media don't credit his business prowess, but only talk about his lyrics.
Man, let me tell you why 50 Cent is the dopest
I'd rather wait until the right man.
Ever.
Thank you, Ty. Ty telling you she'd rather wait for the right man to come along, and that's a woman that's working on her degrees. That's a woman that's actually worth something, and she's older, so she realizes it's not about fucking every Joe Blow that come
like
around.
A few months older than you. She ain't older. She
is 4 years or 5 years older than me. No problem. Whatever the case.
We all in the same age bracket. The thing is,
it's no slut shaming though, is what she's trying to say. It ain't about putting a slut down.
And that's what I'm about. Because he be slut shaming.
No, I don't.
You do. You act like a woman is doing something wrong.
No, I don't.
If she want to be sexually liberated.
Hey, man, full disclosure, I've had a slut or two in my day. The thing is this. I believe in full disclosure.
Okay,
if we go get married.
Would you marry a slut?
If she told me up front, I don't want to marry you. And then I wouldn't. I'm not lying. I would marry a slut. If she told me and she really loved me and she told me everything was going on, then at least I know what I'm getting into. At least I know this person. I wouldn't want to marry you and then down the road I find out you was, gang
I think it's weird that you would ask a woman how many men she been with.
I wouldn't ask her. She should actually tell me.
Why?
Because if you love somebody, what are you hiding? Why you got skeletons in the closet?
It's not your business.
This ain't Pet Cemetery.
It's not your business.
It's my business if we get married.
What somebody want to do in their personal life or have done in their past.
Hey man,
just that in the past.
If we get married, it ain't your personal life. We sharing life together.
That's right. From the time that y'all met, what happened before you happened before you.
What's the secret?
It's not a secret.
Then what's the problem with telling me?
You said you wouldn't ask, right?
She should be able to tell me. I would tell her about my life, this conversation.
Why does she want to volunteer?
Because she loves me.
So she got to volunteer things out of her past?
She wants me to know who she is. She shouldn't be ashamed of it.
Because you met her. And you see her.
At the time when you in your 40s, you don't know what the hell somebody been through. You don't know what they've been. You only know what somebody tell you.
Hey,
and so, if I love you, you shouldn't have no problem telling me anything.
Hey, Ty,
if you really want me to marry you.
Do you think it's normal to just share your sexual history with a man?
No, it ain't with a man. A man that you're about to marry.
The man that you about to marry, do you randomly have to share your sexual history? Because shouldn't he just love you for you? What's in the past is in the past.
She said slut ain't a bad thing. If she is slut for one man, there's a difference between a slut and a hoe. This must be behind. She ain't caught up with us yet. But no, a slut for your man, that's beautiful.
Hey, they say you're supposed to be a lady in the streets and a hoe in the sheets.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Man, what the hell are you doing over there, man?
Over here looking at Instagram.
This damn cartoon characters.
I know, man. I don't like when people put them filters on.
Hey, y'all, I need to order some food, man. I'm hungry.
Uber Eats, man. I tell you all the time.
I'm about to make you go get it. No, I'm just
Uber Eats, man. You ain't got the app?
I'm about to get my chink on.
Because you know they bring you McDonald's and everything, right?
That's Uber Eats.
Yeah.
How much they charge for that?
I think, like, hell, if it's your first time, you probably get the delivery free.
Ty said vulnerability is the key to a great relationship. What do you mean by that? Explain, please. What is vulnerable? What do you mean by vulnerability?
AKA, she probably feel that she don't owe a man her sexual history.
I'd rather her say it than the AKA over here.
I'm just telling you what it means, though, brother.
Hey, man, look. I agree with you. You don't need to share everything with everybody you talking to. But if you getting married and we're going to spend time together, our life together, then there shouldn't be anything that you hiding.
I agree. If you out there and like y'all at like the mall or something and this guy like used to come up and he like talking to her and she like, hey,
you don't say, hey, I used to suck dick for crack.
No, but you like, you know what? Me and him used to mess around or something. He's like, oh, okay. So that way you don't look crazy. But damn, dude, she got to give you an itemized receipt. Like, okay, I started screwing at 13.
I don't need all that, but I need to know something.
Just something, huh? You just need
I need to have a good idea of who I'm dealing with.
Sound like you insecure, man.
I ain't insecure. I'm very secure. That's why I need to know what's going on. Please excuse us for this commercial break.
The only thing open right now look like is Los Rancheros, Mexican, and McDonald's.
China came.
And
how much they want for McDonald's? Let's see. 20, 30 minutes.
They gotta make the food.
They want $5.49.
Yeah, to bring it to you. But I mean, the prices is like regular prices though. But that's what they charge to bring it to you.
How do you pay for it?
Like a credit card.
How do they pay McDonald's?
That I don't know. I mean, they just. I know that hell, because you don't be going out like that. But if you go to like some restaurants now, you will see like the place where like you can go and buy some food
and pay for it with the.
No, you will see
iPhone.
like you will see like the Uber Eats place, like the Uber Eats side, and they just go up there and they just show them something like, yo, I'm here to pick up this order, and then they hand them the food and they leave. So like the people,
they must be charging your phone like Uber does.
Yeah, like you put your card on file and then you can pay through PayPal.
Ty say not being fake, because when you get to a certain age and you find a life partner, you should be vulnerable. Post no bills. I still don't get it. Vulnerable in the sense that you share everything to the point where if they do hurt you,
Ty don't want to be telling everybody she's screwing. That's normal. I feel you, Ty.
But you over there drinking up my pops, man. That's $1 a piece, man.
Ty gonna pay for it.
Not McDonald's, eat something healthy. Yeah, I'm about to get my chink on, Ty. I'm about to order some Chinese food. I love me some Chinese food. Y'all gonna have to take a pause, man. I'm gonna have to come back because I gotta put in my credit card information.
What? You don't trust Ty? Ty, he don't trust you.
Me and Ty go way back, like Cracker Jack.
Way back to last week?
Damn right. That's forever in this day and age. Do you think Wade going to the Cavs? Hell yeah, he going to the Cavs as soon as the Bulls buy him out.
Bulls already bought him out.
Yeah, right.
They did.
When?
You don't be watching ESPN every day. Like
I watch it every day. The Bulls ain't bought Wade out.
Man, Wade is bought out.
Pull it up, show me.
He already in talks with the Cavs and OKC.
When did that happen?
I think like yesterday or something. Because he was on effing Mike and Mike this morning. All I do is listen to the radio while I work. I charge my headphones up every night.
Well, yeah, he going to the Cavs because where else would he go that would fit in the best? If he got bought out,
talking about he might be going to OKC too, though.
He going to the Cavs, play with LeBron.
Realistically, he probably going to the Cavs, though, but...
There she go. Ty said, not being scared about who you really are, not afraid to show fear. Thank you, Ty. See, that's the type of woman I'm with, man. That's the type of woman I like. Don't be afraid to show who you really are. Don't be afraid to show your feelings. There you go, Ty. That's my girl right there, man. See, man, we in the same age, man. You shouldn't be afraid to show who you really are.
Everybody she slept with.
If she not, you don't have to give me a list or itemized receipt. You just need to let me know, hey, I was wild back in the day, this and that. I made some bad decisions.
See, there
whatever.
You go, bad decisions. So
I'm just going down the list. I didn't say that that's the bad decision.
Gotta be a bad decision.
I'm not saying that's the bad decision. I'm just saying, whatever the case, she could say I was wild or I made bad decision, heavily recruit. Okay, when did that happen?
Nigga, I just told you it happened over the weekend.
It didn't happen over the weekend.
You right. I'm just randomly saying stuff because it just sounds
So you
good.
finally came up right on one thing. Finally.
I come up right on everything about.
Took you long enough. Eventually, if you throw darts at the dartboard, it's gonna hit something, right?
Nope. You supposed to say even a broke clock is right twice a day.
No.
Oh, so that's what the Cowboys knelt. I told everybody the Cowboys was gonna kneel.
Of course they would.
Everybody was saying how
it's America's team.
Yeah, they was like, it's America's team and they not gonna stand. I mean, and they not gonna do nothing. I wish I could see them white boys. I wish I could see them at work right now.
Hey, Ty, y'all, I'll be right back, man. I gotta order this stuff, man. Y'all stick with me. It ain't gonna take but a few minutes.